Oh, why did that turn off? Damn it. And I'm back because I didn't hit record. Hi, welcome back to the House of Couchie. I am doing a studio update because I have missed a whole week of taping for you guys. And so here I am giving you a what I have been doing video. I have been processing clothing. I had a couple of weeks ago, I met with a lady who had a fabulous collection of early 1900s up to 1950s clothing, and I have got a whole bunch of work involved in processing all of that. Pretty much everything that is behind me was part of that collection, a few other things added in. I'm getting ready to do a haul video for you, and it's going to be vintage wedding and bridal, so stay tuned for that, probably next week. I'm getting ready to do my first show of the season. It's called Vintage Redefined, and that will be next weekend. But depending on when I edit this and get it up, yeah, it still will probably be next weekend. And what else have I been doing? I've been doing a lot. I've been repairing a lot of clothing. I have been, I've been shooting video. I've been shooting a lot of video, but not necessarily for me. Like, I actually took a break from editing to do this fast little studio update, but I'm editing a video for a friend of mine. Her name is Marigold. Super cool kid. She's just turned 9. I went to her birthday party last weekend. She's heavy duty into politics. She's 9 and like politic obsessed. And she's so bright and full of leadership, and she is doing a GoFundMe, which I just shot her GoFundMe campaign, and I'll be posting that right away. I might post it to this channel, even though it's not related to what I do, but it kind of is because she's actually a vintage customer of mine. She has bought clothes from me. I met her when she bought a brass unicorn, which is pretty rare. She bought a brass unicorn for herself from me, and that's when I first met her. Anyway, she's a super cool girl, and she's raising money to go to Kenya and on a girls leadership program. Super cool. I've not met a young woman like her ever. And so look forward to that, and maybe right now I'll throw in some B-roll of me shooting that video. And yeah, so I've been editing. I've got a really, really cool video coming up of my friend Maureen's house on a new segment that I'm going to be doing called House or Closet Tour. And it's just people who have amazing vintage collections, either wearable or decor, and talking to them about their experience in vintage. And what else? I started a new channel, totally separate YouTube channel from vintage. It's called The Content Entrepreneur, and it's going to be my experience, tips, tricks, what's new for content makers, but in the age of blockchain, cryptocurrency, decentralization, social media platforms. So it's really new, it's really exciting. I've dived deep into that world. So if you're at all interested in making content, like if you're a photographer or a model, or if you're a vintage style person and you're like big on Instagram or whatever has brought you here, if you make content, you might want to check out my Content Entrepreneur channel. Brand new, but I tell you, it's interesting because what's happening in social media now that cryptocurrency and blockchain is a new technology that's happening, it's just exploding. Really exciting stuff. I'm learning about it, so I'm teaching and learning. I'm not really teaching. I'm sharing my experience as I dive into this world. Yeah, so Content Entrepreneur. I'll put the link down below. What else is going on in my world? My husband, Bart Habermiller, is really getting back into his art a lot more. He's never left his art career, but he's super busy making these amazing, amazing installations out of white sticks. Over the last few years, he's been doing at least 1 or 2 major installations that are at various events around the city that we live in. And he's starting to get more and more opportunity as a result of that. And we're starting a Patreon channel, not a channel, a Patreon, whatever it's called, I don't know. We're on Patreon and he's on Patreon. I'm setting that up for him. I'm shooting a video for him. And I will put some B-roll in right now because I have a little bit of that, of us setting up a beautiful white love nest for a wedding that happened a weekend ago, 2 weekends ago. So yeah, this is lots of stuff is going on in my life off camera, and I'm photographing and videotaping all of it. So eventually, when I get time, there will be an inundation of videos coming forward. So I'm sorry for the gap last week, but just stick with me. There's lots coming. What else is new at the House of Couchie? I just met with my friend Alex today. If you follow my Instagram, you might have seen a picture of her. She's a model, really beautiful girl, and an avid vintage collector, great vintage style. I just met with her and we are so stoked. That's why I'm doing the video, because I just came off of that meeting and I'm just like so excited about all the stuff we're gonna do. We're pulling together a creative collaboration team. We've got a photographer, we've got a couple of photographers actually. She's a model, she's a makeup artist, she's got access to a few other models. So we're gonna just start doing some regular vintage fashion shoots and just, I don't know, a lot more stuff in the House of Couchie, but out in the real world as well. And we just brainstormed like so much creative stuff today. So stay tuned for that. So yeah, I mean, all kinds of interesting things. My studio is a total mess. Otherwise, I would walk you through what's going on. But yeah, I don't know. I'm just going to keep this short, fast, and sweet. And just wanted to give you a little bit of update that I haven't forgot about you. And in fact, no, I'm thinking about you guys all the time and what interesting things I can bring to your living rooms or your computer or your bedrooms or wherever you're watching this. And thank you for watching. Again, from the bottom of my soul, I know there's not a lot of you out there yet, but yet, I say, I fully hope that this will catch on. I'm committed to it. I'm committed to whether I have 5 people, 500 people, 5,000 people, 5 million people. I'm committed to it. I am passionate about vintage and I'm really excited bringing content to you. Okay, so that is it. You are updated, sort of.
Come back next week and let's talk more vintage.